It's a very complicated situation. So we have to be on the lookout that we are not feeling guilty. It's very important. Guilty for this, guilty for that. It's just a myth. We want to escape reality. That's why we say we are guilty. So you have to face it, your reality. Try to find out what's wrong with you and what's wrong with another person and face it. That is much better than to just say, oh, I feel very guilty and sitting down. Because Vishnu Maya is nothing but like an electricity. And electricity exposes people, she screams at people, shouts at people, she roars at people. So if you have a left Vishuddhi, then you have to use these methods. I would say a person who has an inferiority complex should go to the sea and address the sea and tell, I am the Lord of the sea, I am this, I am that, loudly. Those people who cannot speak on the stage, cannot come on the stage, they should go also same way. If they try, they'll become great speakers. It will be a very good idea for you to go and just to give a big lecture. And with that big lecture, you can always, show that you are not suffering from any inferiority complex, but you are expressing yourself in a clear-cut way. Thank you. So, now you will see the power of Sri Krishna is of the throat of the right side, where what is the power he has got? The power is that his sweetness. He has the power of the shouting, or you can say with which vocal cord you can call it. He is the power of the vocal cord. But how does he use his power? Is for sweetness. It's a contrast. And the same thing happens with Vishnu Maya too. Now Vishnu Maya is the potential power in the clouds. It's a potential one. But what she does is to scream, shout, and show her existence, that she exists. Now all these photographs that you get and all these miraculous photographs you have been showing me are because of Vishnu Maya. She's the one, as electricity, she acts. And she's the one who manages all these things very well. So though she is the sister of Sri Krishna, she's in a way very much subtler because she helps you in such a subtle manner. Now this mic, it has electricity in it. You'll be surprised my vibrations are passing through this. It is bombarding this. And from here they are going anywhere you want them to go. You can put a computer on the other side and you can computerize me. It is such a remarkable thing that the one which is supposed to shout, scream and roar is the one which is on the left-hand side, so that it exists in the people in a potential way, in the people who are feeling guilty, who are suffering from inferiority complex, who are sly, who feel they are good for nothing. She exists in them. See the contrast again. She exists in them, that her power, she exists in a person or expresses in a person who is not self-confident. And then she asserts her power by which persons become self-confident. This is how her working comes in, and that is potentially within us also. So when we talk of Vishnu Maya, we have to know that she's sitting down there. Any moment we decide, we can become great speakers, we can expose people, we'll be like lightning, we can roar, but normally we are not. So it gives balance to both sides of people. But in the center, when you rise, the Kundalini rises, most of the people have their Vishuddhi got up. Most of the people. So they have to either see that they are not guilty, or they have to see that there is no shouting, nothing, they are not aggressive in their shouts, and plus they have to see that they are completely in balance with themselves. So they are in the central path by which they become sweet, kind and nice. Now there are many people who artificially become sweet, artificially. They have to take out some money, so they'll be extremely sweet and nice. Such people are really going to go to hell, because they are using the power of Sri Krishna in a very absurd manner, and for that they cannot be spared. So those who are artificially sweet are good for nothing. You have to be really sweet and kind if you think of him as one who is Narayana, who is Sri Rama, who is Sri Krishna, and who is the Lord of your Vishuddhi. So we have to control, not to feel guilty again, because there might be some people who might be feeling that mother is saying to me. I'm not saying to anyone as such. It's a general talk. So what I'm saying, if you are a person who is a shouting tap, please bring it round and keep it in check and take rest, give rest to your throat. Some people are very happy if they are told that today Collector Saab is in rest. They said permanently or for a short time. Because he is the one, if he is a shouting fellow, nobody wants to see him. No one likes any person who shouts. No one likes. Even the nearest and dearest don't like it. Of course they tolerate, it's different, but they don't like it, they don't want it. So for us it is important to understand that our Vishuddhi is to be kept clear. First of all, we must have a beautiful heart, a very clean heart, where there's a fragrance of Sri Krishna's melodious music. Unless and until we have beautiful, sweet music in our heart, we can never be good Sahaja-yogis. I hope today's evening puja, though has been rather late, doesn't matter, will help you to think about it, improving your Vishuddhi, working it out, and then to look at the Virat and find out what's wrong with you, get it corrected, which can be done by anyone, and see that you just have a full idea about yourself, about your Vishuddhi. That's only possible, only again it's a vicious circle, if you have a good Vishuddhi. If you don't have a good Vishuddhi, you can never see yourself, because at the Vishuddhi point only you become the witness. You are just a witness when you are at a Vishuddhi point. So you have to be at the Vishuddhi a witness. If you have achieved the witness nature, then you can see in your Vishuddhi what's wrong with you, what's wrong with your problems, with your atmosphere, everything, and you will end up here only, thinking, oh, this is the one that is wrong. So today, when we are worshipping Sri Krishna, we should know that our Vishuddhis and our brain, because ultimately he becomes the brain. Sri Krishna becomes the brain. That's what I told you, that the fat of the stomach goes in the brain. So Sri Narayana enters into the brain and becomes what we call as Virat, Akbar. And when he becomes Akbar, then he is the brain in the big macrocosm. He is the brain. So people who worship Sri Krishna become brainy people without ego. Their brain develops and they have no ego about it. Egoless intelligence, which I call as the pure intelligence, starts manifesting. May God bless you all. After this puja now, you know that I'm going to Finland, and you should see my itinerary is terrible. And from Finland to Moscow, Moscow to India, India to Japan, and Japan to Los Angeles, and Los Angeles to New Zealand, New Zealand to Australia. So this will be like this every day practically, I think. But whatever it is, I'm going now, and now you have some time. We have lot of time now in between till I come in October to trouble you again. So in this time, you all should decide what you are going to do. How are you going to help Sahaja Yoga? How you are going to work it out. This is very important because I don't need any Sahaja Yoga. You need it and all the rest of the world needs it. But despite that, I am working so hard. So you have to think that mother is now gone out, doesn't matter. We are going to work it out. We are going to find out what we can do about it. So please work out something till I come back. I'll be back here again in October. Then we'll see what we can do and achieve further. But let's see what you have achieved and bring them to some conclusions, bring them to some fruits. And that is what I'm expecting. Now I have to thank all the people who have done so much for Sahaja Yoga already, and all the centers and all the countries where Sahaja Yoga started and is growing so much. I don't know if you know the names of all the leaders or not, but it is worth knowing all the leaders of all the countries and paying your attention to them, and that praying that they should be able to deliver the blessings of Sahaja Yoga to everyone. Also, they should be able to have visions, to see what they can do, and how they can combine different countries, and how they can work out through their own countries. So this is what it is, and I have to thank all the leaders of the world and all the people wherever I have been so far for the arrangements and everything they did. They worked very hard and achieved such a lot of things. And I have to thank also the Sahaja Yogis who are with them, who have helped so much. Thank you very much, all of you.